Yeah, yeah. Hey, hear me now? Me say, hey. All right, welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing good, and we have some matters to discuss. So, the PFJL chairman, Mr. Chris Williams, has openly come out and said that there is too much Premier League clubs in Jamaica. The total of 14 teams is way too much. 14 teams, right? Or may I get that? May I get that wrong? Yeah. The total of 14 teams, people, is way too much. And there's a lot of people. I mean, there's thousands of Jamaicans at present moment who thoroughly agrees with that. Well, we're gonna get into an article to understand why Chris Williams, chairman, is it chairman? No, me no get it wrong, you know. No, I get it wrong, you know. I should have know this, so. I should definitely know this. Yes, chairman. Yeah, me not get it wrong. The chairman of the PFJL understand the reason why he's saying so, and I'm going to give you my insight on what I think. But not only that, the General Secretary, Dennis Chung of the JFF, Mr. Dennis Chung, has replied to the statements made by Mr. Chris Williams. He has replied, and we're going to understand. First, we're going to try and understand where Mr. Williams is coming from, and then now we're going to try to see if we can understand where Mr. Chung is coming from, and see if we can come to some form of conclusion, and we can also discuss it and understand where both parties stand in this, and then let's see what our thoughts are, because me have something contradicting. I have something contradicting to say, but definitely I will side with one of the persons, people. I will side with one of the persons. I'm telling you from now. I'm giving you the information from now that I will side with one of the person. Just listen out, and I want you to thoroughly hear me out, guys. Please do smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. People, smash the like button. Touch the like button. Wicked Man Burp, big up Richard Stewart, big up Ricardo Robinson, big up, even though I not agree with this, but the man himself, Fresh God, massive respect. People, please do smash the like button. Please do smash the like button. I want to do something, people. I want to take a minute to acknowledge the members on the channel, because I created a template to acknowledge the members of the channel. Let me see if I can bring it up. And these are the channel members. They are part of the military squad. We have the original Zilla, who reached the rank. If you don't know about military, these are the rank structure in the military. We have the original Zinger, who is one of the first member, still currently a member, a warrant officer class 2. Can you imagine? German Swaby, a staff sergeant, Paul Rose, sergeant, David Beckham, a corporal, and Feeder 5, Lance Corporal. Everybody I get them rankings, them structure. Them I get them ranking. And as they grow, as the squad grow, they become a platoon, they become a battalion. You don't know military people. If you don't know, I love the military, I love the army, I love the army jargons as well. You will know. Once you keep up, you will find out. And I would advise you guys to join people. Becoming a member of the channel is one way of helping me. Really, people I tell you, say, really help me. It assists me. Definitely assist me. If me have 10,000 persons on the channel, and 10,000 persons become a member, that's definitely a big asset, because that is something I can say is sure. Me sure if I say me I'll get something at Mountain. Me sure say me get something at Mountain, people. Me sure about that. Anyways, so big up, people. Massive respect. Hopefully guys are doing good. Hopefully everyone is doing good. So let's move on to this. Wicked Man said, watch the battalion thing. It's an army jargon, Wicked Man Burp. It's an army jargon, man. It's an army thing, man. It's an army thing. So what I'm gonna do, so big up to the military squad. Hopefully, guys, you know, if you feel to join, definitely. Also, we're gonna do the same for the Patreon. Unfortunately, we don't have a Patreon as yet. There's no Patreon as yet. With the Patreon now, for the members, for the military squad, you have to be, now most of the time you have to be outside of Jamaica, because in Jamaica it don't work with YouTube. But for Patreon, it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can become a Patreon member anywhere in the world. All right, so let me bring up the article, people. Let me bring up the article. I think this is the first one. This is the one from the Gensec. Yeah, we don't want to touch on the Gensec one as yet. So let's touch first on the I think it's in the Gleaner. We're gonna touch first on the on Chris Williams' statement. We're gonna touch on that first and foremost. All right, so this is it. Williams proposed fewer teams in the Jamaica Premier League. So let me see. Why not come up? Or it'll come up. People, the Gleaner. This is it. This is what I don't like with the Gleaner. You know? Always take long for load. I don't know why. Let me get back on it. I don't know if it's a bug. I think the Gleaner have a bug. They have a bug. I think they do have a bug. And this is not the first. Let me show you something. Let me try to go up on Observer, show you. Let me try to go up on Observer. I'm going to show you how quick you go up on Observer. Within no time, everything on the Observer pop up. Everything on the Observer pop up. But for some reason, whenever I come on to the Gleaner, there's major issues. And I don't know why. So let me go back to the Gleaner. The Jamaica Gleaner. So and I'm away on it. Really away on it. So I apologize to these people. It give me a bad something. Richard Stewart said focus on quality, not quantity. Wicked Monster recorded JPL Bush League. Where you watch some about the Bush about the Bush League. Boy. See the people, I don't know why go on. I'm more getting at the details. Come the Gleaner, man. And I do think I think I'm going to inform somebody from the Gleaner about the situation, because apparently this is an issue. So I'm going to go over there on Twitter. I'll go over there on Twitter side. Let me see. I'm supposed to can reel it up, bring it up from the Twitter region. Where they know? Where is it? It's going to take a while. But I know I'm not face the issues now. My since yes. This is it. Let me see if it'll bring me straight now. Let me see if it'll bring me straight. Come on. Come on, man. I stop the foolshit. See there? I don't understand. Alright, so Football Administration, current chairman of the PFJL, Christopher Williams, has come to the conclusion that there are too many teams playing in the country top flight league. And the Gleaner are disrespect the thing and don't want pop up. Them and them bug. And this is the first me see people. Some of the time when I try to log on the Gleaner website, me literally have to wait like an hour just for it to come on, just for it to log on. Alright, so it look like it'll go on now. Sure. Madness. Anyways, so I could go to the Gensec then, people. If that's the case, we're not going to follow up that. E-Group probably said, MG, I said this long ago and people try to ridicule me. Jamaica does not have the resources financially or otherwise to support more than 10 teams. 10 teams will also increase quality of play. I think I would agree with that. People, guys, we have over 20 persons watching. Please do smash the like button, people. Come on. People, tell the YouTube algorithm say, when I like, when I watch now. That is the reason when I hit the like button now. Tell the YouTube algorithm, man. Tell it, man. Tell the YouTube algorithm. So smash the like button. Hitting the like button, I'll tell the YouTube algorithm, say, we like this now. We like this. We have 10 likes on the video. 10 likes, people. That definitely not enough. Sufficiently enough. Wicked Man said, we have 2 from Mobile, 3 from Clarendon. Majority of the teams from Kasafa. Fresh God said, like up the live, people, as they reach in. Bovel Henry said, big up Bovel. Alright, so we're going to also do the preview, people, for the match days. We're definitely going to do the preview as well. So let's jump into what the Gensec is saying, people. So, Jamaica Football Federation General Secretary Dennis Strong believes the chairman of the PFJL, Chris Williams, has jumped the gun. On Tuesday, Williams told Radio Jamaica Sports that too many teams in the Jamaica Premier League is difficult to commercialize, but Chung says it's a comment that need explaining. Williams said he was making the comment as a concerned football administrator, but not as his public role. Interesting. However, Chung is finding it difficult to separate the two. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting people. And me not even could find it. Let me see. One of something that you most can find it as well. Radio Jamaica. Put in Chris Williams. Radio Jamaica, Chris Williams. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, good. See it here, people. I find it. Me find it, people. Me find it. me find it. And it depends. You see though. It depends on Radio Jamaica, but me can't find it anywhere else. Alright, so we find it. So we can listen to what Chris Williams said now. We can listen to what Chris Williams said. But we could just address what Chris Williams said first. We could just jump onto that. Let's play the audio.
Chapelton Maroon's absence from Sunday's fixture of the Jamaica Premier League has highlighted the plight of the nation's top-flight football competition, which is struggling to keep its professional status. Chris Williams, who was speaking as a passionate football administrator and not as the chairman of the PFJL, says the challenges of the league are real and it's a conversation that needs to be had.
I believe that the time has come for us to be way more strategic in how we develop this game. That's where the conversation must start. How do we develop the game? In my opinion, and from the vantage point that I have been exposed to, good football requires good clubs. And that's what we want.
Williams says good football across the league demands proper financing for the clubs, but for that to happen it means fewer teams than are currently in the setup. He is calling on the JFF to reconsider the current number of 14 clubs.
When you have a professional strategy, then commercialization is critical, and commercialization is difficult at 14. It is easier for us to get to the break-even level at 10.
Williams says with the current structure, football has not reached maximum commercialization.
We are developing the commercialization and we are on a good path. So no, it hasn't reached it, but does it have the foundation to do so? Yes. It has the raw, natural attraction.
Chapelton Maroons were parachuted to the second tier of Jamaica's football without an apprenticeship, and after 16 competitive matches in the club's history, they gained promotion to the nation's top-flight competition.
All right, so I want to hear all of that. And I have to say, I understand the reason why the Gensec would say it's difficult to separate both aspects, where Mr. Williams is saying that he's speaking from a fan, not his current role, because remember that he's the chairman of the PFJL, which would have privy him to a lot of information, which is not privy to many the general populace. And he's speaking from a perspective of being a fan, in wanting to see the league improve, want to see these all these aspects. Now, Mr. Chung said it's too early to call. It's too early to call. That's what Mr. Chung said. So let's listen to now Mr. Chung's interview, people. Let's listen to the General Secretary interview. This is what the General Secretary has to say about the entirety of the situation. And as I said, we're going to combine both of them and try to analyze both statements made by both parties and see if we can come to a general conclusion. Let's listen to Mr. Chung now.
When Chris Williams spoke to TVJ Sports on Tuesday about reducing the number of teams in the Jamaica Premier League, he said he was doing so as a concerned football administrator and not as chairman of the PFJL. But JFF General Secretary Dennis Chung is finding it difficult to separate the two.
Whether it is said he's a private citizen or a football fan, he represents PFJL. So I will be writing to PFJL to ask them if that is their position, right? And also reminding them of their responsibilities under the MOU.
Williams says there are too many clubs currently in the Premier League and the number should cut from 14 to 10. But Chung says he was surprised by the timing of the comment.
You can't make that sort of comment mid-season. You understand what I'm saying? When people are playing, because then the question arises in people's mind, when somebody asked me already, so which four are going to drop out? Right? And you don't want that. But let me just state categorically that the position of the JFF is still as was recommended by the technical committee, that it is 14 clubs, and the intention, as was agreed with the clubs also and PFGL, was that we're going to 16, right? Sometime in the future.
16.
Chung says he invited Williams to a meeting to have a discussion, but that didn't happen.
Chris had reached out to me on 2 occasions, which I invited him to document his concerns and state the reasons for his concerns, which I expect he represents PFJL. And then we would have a discussion on it. We, in fact, had a meeting with the competitions committee for last year, but PFJL did not turn up to the meeting to discuss this, right?
One of Williams' reasons is that with fewer clubs, there will be more money for everyone.
But then, not because something has logic to it, it means that is the best way. There are other things to consider. And let us sit down, right, with the proper documentation.
Interesting comment there from Mr. Chung. Sorry people to break into it. I'm going to play back again. Where I must say, not because it makes logical sense. I don't want to paraphrase it. I want to hear it again.
There will be more money for everyone.
But then, not because something has logic to it, it means that is the best way. There are other things to consider. And let us sit down, right, with the proper documentation and work it out. I mean, by that argument, you could also say it make more sense also. Because have more money in the individual for it.
As it is now, it seems there will not be a reduction in teams, as plans have already been put in place for 14 next season, which could increase to 16 in the future.
Ooh.
Jerome Foster, TVJ Sports.
Want to hear that, people? Plans already are put in place. So likely we might see 16 in the future. Now, I find this very, very interesting. I find this topic very, very interesting. And the reason why I find it so interesting is because before I came onto the live, I spoke to about 3 players who were playing. They're not currently playing in the Premier League. They were a part of the Premier League. They were playing their trade overseas. And they said it themselves that coming overseas, they would understand our league should structure and the importance of balancing resources, quality, and prioritize balancing resources, quality over quantity. So he said that the more elite the league is the harder it is for a player to make it, which means that you must be at the top of your game to be able to play in the league. Now, I would understand there's so much things to discuss. On this whole topic. People who have almost 50 persons watching, and we never read the likes. We're still 19s. Come on, people. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's smash the like button, people. Just close the comment section and smash the like button. Lancelot said, agree, too many teams in the JPL. 10 would be good. And then try to get sponsors for tier 2 teams. Mirak said 10 will be good financially, but 14 is better for JA, which is looking to get players from the Caribbean and internationally to play in Jamaica. With that, the teams now should do is get talent outside of Jamaica. No. But the problem is, Mirak, if they can't facilitate financially for cope and maintain the players that have in Jamaica right now, how would they do so getting players internationally? How can they financially compensate players who are coming from the international, from the diaspora? How can they do that? Eagle probably said Norway, for example, has 16 teams in top flight. They have almost 6 million people, which means that more money, likely to have more money, more resources. Now, this is what happened. We have 14 teams in the Jamaica Premier League. In that 14 teams, it means that any amount of money that is being dispensed with throughout the league, it has to share between 14 teams. If it is $14, which is needed to dispense throughout the JPL, it means that each team will get $1. If you rise that from 14 to 16, it means that the dispensation of money must rise as well. So if it's $14 this year and you move it into 16, you must rise the amount of money you dispense as well. It can be a case in which you have 10 teams dispensing $14. Then you have 12 teams. You're dispensing the same $14. You move to 14 teams and the same $14 you dispense. And now you think about dispensing moving to 16 teams dispensing the same $14. So these teams, them are moved to a negative. So all the resources financially are moved to a negative. So that could be one of the reasons why. And this is what happened now. The PFJL, these are the guys who manage the day-to-day activities of the Jamaica Premier League, the finances. These are the guys who have all that under control. With Mr. Williams speaking out, it must mean that, and I'm assuming, from my assumption, it would have mean that he would have seen something after looking at the books and come to the conclusion that, hey, financially, it cannot make sense. It can't make sense upgrading, consistently putting more teams in the league. Then how are you going to dispense? Where are we going to get the money to dispense? There's not enough sponsorship. There's not enough money to go around. How will these teams suffice? Now, the general average fan, is going to say the club should go out and get their own sponsorship. The club should also find ways in which they can the club should think ways in which they can make money via jersey sale and these things. We have to remember the country that we live in, like Jamaica. One, we watch football, we love football. Jamaica would prefer buy one Arsenal jersey, one Liverpool jersey, a Manchester United jersey, even an Everton jersey before them buy a JPL jersey. We want to see the league get better. Everybody is indenting. Guys, we only have 21 likes. Come on, people, man. All you do is close the chat, and bring it up, We all want to see, every Jamaicans want to see the league improve significantly. But in the same sense, if you ask them, when last have you been to a game? When last have you turned on your TV and watch a game just to bring up the viewership? They're going to say, me no watch Bush League. That the most say no. So you don't watch Bush League. So how is it that you expect the league to improve when you don't know nothing about the league? You don't watch the league, but you still expect it to improve. It means that you don't even know the level that the league is at. Few people are going to say, watch a match last week and they're going to say, he never look good at this and that. Lie them, I tell you now. Lie them telling you now. But them are going to try defend them case. They will try and defend them case by saying, boy, watch the league last week and this look away, that look away, and because of that, boy, it never looked too good for me. That is how we operate. That's how we stay. We're going to lie if you try, if it suits, if you benefit with. That we're going to do. And that is where the problem comes in now. Because we don't want to back our argument with anything truthful. We don't want that. We want to ensure that anything that we're saying, it coincides with what we believe. So, if I should ask them, well, last have you watched the league? They might go say, boy, I'm going to watch Bush League. Example. And Wicked Man Burp said, example, my boy just said the league at Bush League, and the last time you watch it, I went in the 90s when JBC did a show. Yeah, so him don't know level, him don't know him nothing. Him don't understand. But it's Bush League for everybody. But yes, still everybody has said it should be improved. How will it improve when no one is contributing to it? Funny thing about it, let me show you this, right? Every single weekend, I am at a JPL game. Not only that, every Saturday, I am at a Women Premier League game. A Jamaica Women Premier League game. No fans not turn out. I'm wanting to listen to this now, people. Wanting to listen to this. Referee must get pay. Clubs them must get finances. It must be financed. The league must be financed. But the question is, there's no fans. No fans that turn out to come watch women football. But every day you hear say, why you want not? Why no woman league not play? Why this? Why that? Rated? This is the idea now. They not market it properly. They not promote it properly. Let me tell you this. Women Champions League is promoted heavily. Who are watch it? No watch it. No watch it. Even when the reggae girls are playing, nobody really are tuning into it. But as soon as they hear Reggae Boyz, everybody on board. Understandable. What I'm saying is, for any league to improve, it needs the fans. It doesn't matter how much money you spend on marketing. It doesn't matter how much money you spend in the club them. It will not improve. It won't get better if fans are not supporting it. The whole aspect of sport is for fans to support. That is the whole aspect. And for anything to any way of find love, your fans are unite. Eagle Republic said, I guarantee you that if you reduce the number of teams to 10, you will automatically raise the level of the competition in the JPL. Players will be forced to raise their game to survive in the JPL. I 100% agree with that, Eagle Republic. I 100% agree with that. Now, Mr. Chung did not come out specifically with any statement stating the reason why he would go against it. He only said that there are other factors to consider. I would really love to understand those other factors. I would love to understand it. Definitely. So, after all that, that's going to be a question to ask. That's definitely a question to ask. I would love to understand. Burb said, Guna, if a bush league, the small island them are run forward to come play in the league, then last you have a flood of overseas baller from England and small island are forward for play. Well, the whole baller play. Players from different Caribbean countries coming to the JPL to play. Players from St. Vincent, players from Haiti, players from even the last El Shot from Suriname, players from Suriname, players from all different countries in the Caribbean coming to play in the Jamaica Premier League, which means that something is happening. It means that something that is happening. But I understand now, for clubs to operate in the Premier League at an elite level, it means that there's a lot of things that the clubs must fix up. Portmore United, I got a call the other day, I spoke with somebody at Portmore United. I realized the direction of Portmore United I go, and I'm happy to see that. It means that they're planning forward, and they are try to put things in place to improve the product, which is a big aspect, and I for one love that. Dumbo all in a push forward as well. More pleasant. So you have the clubs who are pushing forward and a face value of pushing forward the aspect of professionalism, and I love that. That is what we want. On it. So this is the direction that even Cavaliers. These are the direction that the clubs are going. They're working, sorting out their social media aspect of things. They're getting people on board, getting professionals on board to run certain aspect of their club. I'm loving that. But the real meat of the matter is, these clubs cannot suffice if they are not financially taken care of. The clubs won't be able to suffice if they're not taken care of financially. And one of the biggest aspects is gate receipt. That is the reason why clubs overseas have them season ticket holders. So them know say that percentage of money is already set for the year. So by this beginning of the 14th or the 13th of January, our season ticket holders renew them season ticket. So the club knows say that specific sum of money gone at the club kitty, so them have the money there. Then know them heavily dependent and match their turnout. So them know say for 40,000 seated stadium, 10,000 no tight, already gone to season ticket holders. Them know say, and if a $3 per ticket, they know say $30,000 is already sorted. That put down. So that put down. So that can be the kit man money or something that's already sorted. But at least that cover a basic necessity in the club. So it's important. Now, viewership, a big part of it. Everyone loves viewership because that is where the money comes. Sponsors do not want to participate in a product that won't be highlighted. Let me tell you something. Most of the big clubs, for those who don't know, most of the big clubs, they participated in small activities to evade taxes. When you participate in these type of activities, you are exempt from certain taxes. When you participate in community programs, you are exempted from certain taxes. So some of these big organizations want to participate, but guess what the problem is? How will the government know that they are funding these events? So that is where viewership comes in place. So when you turn on your Sportsmax, right? You turn on your Sportsmax, and when you look, first thing you see a digital. What that means, digital are the sponsorship. The main sponsor is digital. So, right throughout the day, right throughout doing anything in football, right throughout just being on Sportsmax, you're going to see digital, 876 water. So once you're participating in the Premier League, you understand, proven 876 water, more pleasant, digital, all of these companies, faster oats, all of these companies consistently, you see them consistently in your face. So what that means, these are the main sponsors. And how you see them, one of two ways you see them, by going to the games or by watching it on TV. So you see them. So sponsors love that. When you're heavily involved, when the product is being seen by millions or thousands of people. That is what sponsorship want. I will not sponsor something when nobody knows my product. It don't make no sense. It makes no sense. Listen to this, right? If I should contribute, sir, let me give an example. So Wicked Man Burp keep a football competition. He might keep a one-day competition. Up and Running also I keep a one-day competition. This is the difference, right? Up and Running is going to host over 10,000 persons. That include player and participant, players and fans who are going to watch. That them are host. Up and Running host that. Wicked Man Burp are host 9,000 people. That include people who can watch a game, people who participate. But guess what? Up and Running also stream the game live. You know what I'm going for? Even if I am willing to sponsor Up and Wicked Man Burp, because Wicked Man Burp have almost the same amount of persons attending, participating, and also them have TV, stream the games. There's going to be viewership, which means that it is likely to hit a larger market base. A larger market base. So that is what they want. So guess what now? So if me go sponsor Up and Running 15 product, so even though 10,000 participate, I'm a sponsor 100,000. Say go and go keep it. Just take some pictures or whatever. You know much me have got sponsor Wicked Man Burp now, all because there's viewership. Me have got sponsor him even 500,000 because it's going out to a bigger audience. So sponsorship is important, yes. It's very, very important. But at the end of the day, who will sponsor something that is not being supported? No one. No one, people. So if we're saying that the JPL Bush League, then if we get more sponsors, this and that, how them all get sponsors if the viewership not much, if the turnout not much as well? Who will see the sponsors product? The sponsors are heavily focused on their product. That is the main aspect of it. They are heavily focused on their product. Who are going to see my product? What this I do for my product? How it will benefit my product? That is their main issue. They have, even if they never participate in the competition, even if they're not busy with the competition, the most important thing is the product. That is the most important thing to the sponsors, the product. That is the most important thing, the product, people. I mean, I tell you. So, no matter what we want to say, this or that, if fans don't turn out, and support, sponsorship are going to be limited, and all in something. So people think about it. Wicked Man Burp said, me hear George Davis say say Mana Grenada, I say Arnett and Waterhouse and Cavaliers at them side. No man, people, let me tell you, people, for the finals of one last year, people travel to come watch the finals. People travel to come watch the finals. You'll be surprised because you have players from those countries who are participating in it and then come for support. Families come for support. Friends come for support them players. Elshot at Cavaliers now get one whole of people from Suriname a follow back at club now. Because he's from Suriname, he's a national player from Suriname, for the Suriname team. He's a Suriname national player. He has been in the team from, I think he told me around 5 years. He joined the Suriname national team from about 16, 17. From them time there. And this is what happened. People come for support. So you imagine the amount of people from Suriname now. All them friends them are down in a league where they play. Them start follow up the thing. Them start follow up the league. Them start follow up Cavaliers. Them start follow up Cavaliers. All because what? All because give me a second there, Burp. Let me say I can start out. All because them one player would join. Just because of one single player. And that's how you go, people. And that is how you go. I'm going to drop a link. Upper Run said 14 teams is too much. Jamaica don't have enough quality players to make a good product. Listen, the players are there. I do think that it because it kind of fade away. Mirak said military getting talent from Caribbean will help financially because the other Caribbean fans will increase viewership and merchandise spending. So branching out is the answer. I agree. Branching out is a good answer. But you also have to remember that when you branch out, it's also more expenses on the club. So listen to this now. So you're bringing a player from Grenada, right? You're bringing a player from Grenada. And means that you're going to have to pay the player fairly good money. Because he's coming from his home country to play football here. You must pay him well. And more than likely he's coming with something. And Wicked Man said, remember when Cavaliers win the league? Bartlett and Duxley, when them go back now, a big excitement when the man them land. And St. Lucia get excited. Yeah, people, them basically get, what they call it something, man? God of honor. Them basically get God of honor when they turn out. Roger said, we need more players from other Caribbean islands. Yes, I do think so. I definitely think so. It will improve. The viewership will improve many aspects. Definitely will improve many aspects. Bert, may I drop the link? Them basically get a God of honor. And Wicked Man said, exactly, Sir Williams, I jumped the gun, as what Dennis Strong said. But also, listen to this now, Burp. Listen to this. I would say I understand where Dennis Strong is coming from. Because the variables of getting players, and maybe, it could be a case in which, let's say, what if it's a case in which that the Premier League itself, Burp, come on, people, and bring him on. Big up, Burp. What going, bro?
What going, brother? I'm there, man.
Yeah. Do you think the Premier League are kind of shape itself for a wider market? Why the reason why they might increase the amount of clubs?
Yeah, bro, it is because watch ya. Remember, as me I say, if you notice, before like maybe 10, 15 years ago, or even before maybe 5 years ago, you never used to see overseas talent in the league like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see sprinkling. We can't count on one. We have one American, maybe two Englishmen in the past.
Mm-hmm.
One Grenadian my they used to play for Portmore, the centre back from them time there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a couple Brazilian, few African, one Peruvian, and few Eastern Caribbean, and the rest of small island. We never have that influx of overseas talent before. Alive, bro.
No, yeah, me agree. But
So what you know?
the
What
question
you know, bro?
is, yeah.
So when time have these quality players who are play for the national teams, they may be not the national teams not maybe the up at the top where you can say XYZ in a row. But these are still national players. They have
All right, you
some
see
level
the
of
one
quality.
that what Cavaliers bring on the L shot. That man they
Yeah,
score
yeah,
for
man, me know
Jamaica.
shirts, man.
Eh?
I him score down when we go down the time.
Yeah, man. I hear that.
See,
Boss
there,
Jamaica net and come here. I
see
want them to
there
tell him
are
and say,
him in our nation league team in our nation league zone. So the level are raised. I just time it need. So me personally can understand why Dennis Strong say he might jump the gun. Zin. But then again, if you check your ratio, you know, bro, Zin, if Chris Williams get the 10 when one say, oh, all right, we're gonna have 10. He might go steal ball say, oh, say 10-2 enough, I could go down to 8. And him steal ball and say, I could go down to 6. So the more you go down, the money you get wider. But that's another thing, bro. Jamaican
you bring cross
Jamaican
you bring cross
corporate
a good point. Read
results
the fact that we could look on a different way, right? You hear me?
instantly.
You hear me? Burp, you hear me? Burp. Gone. Yeah, all right. You bring across a good point where it's a boy. It could be a case in which you say we reduce it to 10, and then a year later, them say, no man, I too much team the same way. We reduce it down to 8.
I hear, man. Go on through.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
There's a delay. That's why. Let me in drop off. There's a delay. Yeah. So bring across a valid point where we could say, boy, we reduce the league to 10, and then all of a sudden. Or they must say, boy, it 10 still too much, we'll reduce it to 8. Rather than try to improve on other aspect where finances is concerned, we are reducing the number of clubs. Which means we probably now push out an extra effort to improve the club, improve the financial status of the league. In which I do believe a lot of people said the same aspect of marketing and I don't know, the social media platforms, all of these aspects. Let me say Burp come back. Yeah, Burp is back now. Yes, Burp.
Yeah.
So, you hear me now?
Yeah, man, brother. I that hear you all along, man.
Oh, so I understand where you come from because you bring across a very, very valid point where then can say, boy, I could drop it to 10. 10 is the amount where it's supposed to suffice. Then now, how long we going to stick with 10? How long? That's the question.
Bro.
How long we going to stick with 10?
Alright, here's the next part of the argument, bro. Remember, Sir Williams I say, yo, you never want to go up to 14. You need want at least about 3 more years with no relegation. Me kind of agree with that, because you move to a more professional ideology, so you have to get the club them up to speed. See? So I understand that. Me personally say, alright, then bring it to 14. Let's go on next 3 year or 4 year without relegation, but have tier 2 still a play. Make tier 2 them stabilize, make them build them club infrastructure, build them admin. So after that 3 year there, them they to a level where you can say, alright, them not dead, but them little bit.
Alright.
Better.
Good point. Very good point. Very, very good point. So I could reason it out now, bro. I could reason it out. You bring across a very good point. So we do it right now. Like this season as well, what the first thing we realize and do, the JPL, them move the amount of they move the date, the transfer window to the normal regular window. They move it to the normal regular window. Now, if we said me could stop it at 14, no more further than 14, because we have 3 million people. English Premier League are 20 teams in English Premier League. 20 teams. And they have way more footballers at try reach 20 teams. So, me could stuck it right at 14. And me can say, boy, we're not supposed to have an issue. We're not supposed to have an issue if you fight for bringing it further than that. Make it stay right there, so. I do think there's still ways they can bring in players from other countries to incorporate.
Bro.
Now, the thing is, we can look on as well. If we're going to move the league to that amount of teams, or to even 16, 17 teams, or 18 teams, if we're going to do something like that, it must be a case in which we are bringing way more international players from other leagues in the Caribbean. And what that does, that bring in more revenues, more viewership. More revenues, more viewership from other nations, from other Caribbean nations. So I once heard that they are trying to make Jamaica the football hub in the Caribbean.
Exactly.
So if the Jamaica Premier League should become the football hub in the Caribbean, we could have a case in which we have 20 teams, and at some point in time, Jamaica go fight for even some of the teams them have Jamaicans tonight. Or them have go having the regulation like England say you must have a certain amount of Jamaican based players tonight.
But brother.
So what that gonna do is it gonna have an influx. So when the transfer market open go open with clubs outside of Jamaica. Outside of Jamaica bring in players. Jamaica said even our own players are moved to other Caribbean countries. So it become that big type of European market, that European thing we have now Europe, where you have the top 5 leagues in Europe. It will become something similar to that. If we should do that. Bro. Just saying if. But
brother, remember, bro. You see with that there's that influx of overseas players in the EPL. That you see if you're not above them on the level to play for the first team for Southampton and them smaller side there, you as a little Englishman, if you not up to them on level, if you try to take with them on a game in a dog name your supper, you have to go find anywhere else or drop down couple league down, So if we are bringing man from our what was the name? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, run a French Guyana and a one man for a Serbian. The league you have to force for raise a game. If you cannot match that, you don't have a place. I just say then, as I said, Sir Williams, I'm a rate Sir Williams and how him talk, but he might jump the gun. He must at the first round they said 14. Remember, if anything in life will make a sudden change, it have got to take a little time for everybody adjust and to see the profitability. As I said earlier, bro, these Jamaican companies want to see profitability right away, which is not. So, me personally believe you have Airshot, you have Daxter, you have Barclay, you have the Asian youth them, you have the rest of St. Lucian youth them, you have Sir Speed that bring you youth from the Turks and Caicos.
But
we can
how the
galvanize
financial
them.
aspect I go do?
Hold on, bro. Them by if we have them money are forward in I thing, and them money are going out kill and mash up the place, Remember say them big company over for them island and say, put in some money in this, them first link PFJL. Because they want support for them boy them. Because them know say if remember say granted go since I recently we start sending players from in the league Europe often, maybe a one man or a two man, If a man from Turks and Caicos whenever you play in a EPL or no big league at Europe, come and go down aside from one part a Ching Fong who see him and say, buy me a wicked, I buy him, I bring come around here. Them want to get behind for them because them support for them one.
Yeah, so basically what I say is if we have a player from Suriname, right, in the league, and last season that my leading goal scorer in the league, it would be very, very easy for him to can reach out to one company in a country, or even the company in a country can reach out to him and say, hey, we want to become your prime sponsor.
No, not even say him, you know, them want to be a part of the sponsorship of the league.
Yeah, but remember saying, I said, them have to see something first, so they want to be a part of, you know. So them see the player, say, oh, the player represent us. How can we be a part of it? And that is how them companies can reach out now to PFJL. They said, we want to be a part of this because we have a player from our nation who would want to represent us. So we want to associate with the player, but we want to associate with the player through the league. So we want to become a sponsor of the league, and because them realize all the other Caribbean nations are now in tune to the league. So, you know, it's a big reach that it's becoming a bigger reach. So even the Fosca Woods and these companies who people that say, boy, would I get a bigger push now right across the Caribbean region.
That is it, bro.
So when you have when you have a player coming from a Bermuda, a French guy, a Cayman Islands and these places, when you have British Virgin, when you have players coming from these places, you can find out that there's more people who are looking for come support, because the truth is football supporters are everywhere in the world, and just the same as them in Europe, they are in the Caribbean, and that is where you can see some influx of money are coming, sponsorship are coming, but it will take time.
It goes back to what I say. Sir Williams, I jumped the gun.
Mr. I come from still now, but remember, look at this now.
No, bro, he wants to see financial results right now, because granted, you know, to be honest, I feel like the sponsors pressure him. Yeah, them no want spend the money. I just that. Them just don't want spend the money. But what Sir Williams need to do is, and at this JFF need to do as well, stop run down Jamaican private sector. They mean.
So who them for run down?
Bro, what have we can reach out to. We can't go with the league, we can't go international yet. Because we don't have the rep there yet. See? We don't have the MLS or the USL or the Costa Rican league there as yet. The rep there.
So what about some private company inside of the Caribbean?
That's something there go. You have a Surinamese. Link the Surinamese beer company. Link chef. What them call chef? Chef is on a Barbados. On big food place that over there. Link one bank of Bermuda. Or link a bank of Cayman. They will spend the money. Show them your product. Because if you have players from all over, just a swarm, and we in a
phone call. Give me a second.
Yeah, man. So if you have players from one of these parts, a forwarding, bro.
Yeah, listen. So it's a 16 team in the Premier League one time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
why you think them break it down? Why you think them break it down? Why you think them drop it then?
Yeah, it was 12 first.
Lack of noise in the background, yeah? Lack of something there. Yeah.
The reason why them break it down, it was 12 now when they realized so much good team was in the League One team them back in those days in Jamaica. It's like in the 80s coming up to the 90s, and they decide them going to raise it. That time I think it was, remember who was the president at that time, and then carry it. And then what they used to do, the team in the top 8, them automatically qualify Phoenix Premier League, and then they have 4 teams where you have 4 conference. They used to have Eastern Conference them time, the Western Conference, and Cassava automatically qualify. The winner a major league automatically qualify. That's how they used to go. So, and they have it so central, and the player them go off that. So that I have Black Lion, you have so many teams, and it used to go good. But the difference is, you see, team like in our parish, like Senton, they have lot of them. Those teams used to have lot of sponsors. They never used to depend on JFF, because when you go and match at them time, man, they might make 500,000-600,000 a gate alone.
Oh.
And $100 them a charge 500,000-600,000 a gate alone. Them time.
So what you think is the problem now? Why we not see those type of return now?
Cable TV.
Because you have too much money grabber. Man, every man look for themselves, and man, them it could continue, but you see, me come and me push things in my pocket, and I'll look out for the football itself and those sort of things. That's why when me look, and then it was so simple. That's why if you go a match, if you go a match at Jacksal, when that match up there, Jacksal in a center, me see them carry a Jamaican team. Them I said they want to make some money for the girls them. And then carry a match compete against the Senton Masters team, and then carry Jamaican girls them come play them. And they get a loan them for over 700,000.
Oh.
Just to get a loan for and then get and in Jamaica, we should know man up with something in Pakistan. A Jamaican team get that money, and then I think maybe about 700,000 or 1.5 million they did make and give them, but me know some more than 700,000. And so if you can have every parish can produce them type of crowd, when the London can tell you, me left them time in the camp, me leave and can go watch Reno, Black Star play.
So why you think cause the support if stop if you cut down? What is the problem? Why we not see the support?
It's support not cut down in a Senton, Don't get me wrong, If every match in a Senton, the man is supposed to make at least $1 million a gate, when Mount Pleasant play there, or from any team in a Senton team. Because them have most of the team grown them now. Man can just go through them, but yes, you see grown them, it's supporting a Senton big. When we say big, it's big. If you go a match with, if you go down and go watch a match in a Senton when game up there Senton, you will see the difference when I talk about.
All right, so
we used to Waterhouse used to draw a big crowd, because when I time Waterhouse, when me not here, the Virgin I say, Waterhouse did have 2 Brazilian up there for them, in a Premier League.
Okay, so you think they're introducing somebody.
Yeah, Port Morant used to have the boy them fancy, 2 bad boy them fancy.
Yeah. Thing there.
Louis them, and them remember they did that one, So they did have them type of play that come down from different pace.
Question. You think introducing some more of some getting some foreign players, some players from other aspects of the world can bring you some new crowd?
No, you see the team them. You see the team them where man them. You see the team them. You have certain team. If them could get certain team like them, if back in a system where you have some man will have some money one side, but those team they not go pound money in a no team, but that team, you say they can get back those type of team in the league. Remember me tell you, say Jamaican football will rise up because you have a lot of man who have money. Well, if a man who have money are foreign.
But are them the team they didn't support?
But that them the team they support.
Like the old time what Dada and Rivali and anything there?
So what? Go on, I want to ask you something.
They have a strong association. I saw them a team there.
Want to ask you something, bro.
Certain team like come back and him and come and get them. I might just come up with a team. All right, in a center now, if you have a Black Star or a Volvo, you have a Wada that come back and see body there. Within what those type of man we have, because you have some man have some serious money. Well then come on. Back in those days when them man are coming up, see one then team they have 4 or 5 different jerseys, Each man have 3-4 boots, And player come them time man them when we come and see the man in one from Clarendon when he is Sandy Cat I used to go for year. them man they live from Clarendon, you know, and them a come we a center and come play ball because so them man you have some man a coach, you have some serious money.
Okay.
But in now pumping because those man are pumping money in a team in a few year, they're not busy. The team out a year, they come watch, but in a pump, they're not.
All right, yeah. Me also ask you something. Me also ask you a question. Run it, bro.
So, my elder.
Yeah, here, right?
Yeah, me I cannot in low.
All right, go on.
All right, may I ask you my question? So, my elder, so like what you say, you have some man of foreign where support teams like Wadad and Siba, which are now.
It's a hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on there. Run it. Yeah. Run it.
Yeah, man. So me I say like how you have teams like what him say you have teams from people from where they are foreign now will support like teams like Wadad and them old time team. I'm not gonna say old time team, but more traditional teams. Yet and them have the money. Me like anything say them for form a consortium and instead of just throw the money behind the club as a one man and say, oh, we're gonna have what are the supporters association, or we can say we're gonna buy the club and we're gonna front it as a consortium and as a unit to say our club is and we are on it instead of have a one man run it off and you just throw money behind the team. Or have us that structure there for the backroom part, we have administrators, man, we deal with the money, man, we just have spend the money. If the coach say, yo, more 2 players from over here, so man have to scratch them head and worry about may I get the transfer fee. The administrator them just run the money. You think go for have that opposed to having a singular person just throw money behind it. Man, I hear me now.
My reply. There's a delay, that's why.
All
Zin.
right. Yeah, problem with that now. Yes, man can do that, but me give a drama what cause the problem with that now. You have a man who have money now. Children team they did it now and they more pumping money behind that. Remember, through team they start play, they have to go play and come up through the ranks. And then come up back through the ranks from what year then say boy, every president say boy you have to go play from League 2 and come back up to League 1 and come back up before you can reach up to this. So those man now all come and say, you know what, me can't bother with that, you know.
Yeah.
A team named Black Star, some man come down and have some serious money and decide say from center and say, all right, welcome the president say boy, me can't really go put in if you come play from League 1, you know, because when you play from League 1 and so on, you can't put if you come start from the top part of the league, you have to do. So when I try to do is to buy, they want to buy a club from them, they see a club in another league, so they want to tell the man, they say, all right, we'll give you a certain amount of money and change the name to Black Star, and the man him say, boy, no, sir, we can. So the man say, you know what, we can't do that. They come and start it, don't buy how much jersey and start from bottom, but them man, they don't want that. They want to in the league come up and so forth. So if them can get where you couldn't do, like if a club has trouble and those man could get a team to buy, but they want every team there. If a team, for instance, if a team then like what one man decide them all buy. The team they want the team to come move from for them and come in a way what other era, just like Black Star man, they want if you come and come base in a whole team, Black Star base in a whole team. So if the team not willing to do that because they see a team of Brownstone or whoever they say we want that team they buy or whatsoever, just like Volvo. Come and say want to buy Volvo now. If them have to come and they pry with them base. So if they can't get that, then not go do that.
Okay. So basically, what people like them have a mentality to say them want to come up and win at the same time.
Here's a little delay, man. So you have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, man. I hear it, man.
Yeah, people like, as you say, people like them have a mentality But I saw them deal with it because me know some serious man people have serious money where decide if them can get them team like that. So. But I present they know that but so they don't want to break a rule if do that for side. So I just that man sit down, you have some man sit down and say boy, we start to present them and say you put my team, they say present we say alright, buy a team. We're in a league then and whatever, but they want the team to come base in a film era for draw that crowd, So I saw what all those teams who do love to do, but
I get that.
You understand. You bring across some very good points. You bring across some very good points. But the thing is that now them traditional team they kind of fade away. So we're not likely to see that back in Mr. Lovelace. That's a problem now.
All the way you go see it.
It's just like how you didn't have when Boys Stone back in the days and anything there.
But Boys Stone a player. Yes, the Boys Stone a player. They were playing Cassava.
Me know say them play Cassava. You say Santos carry the biggest team them come at Jamaica though.
Yep.
Santos from Brazil come at Jamaica.
Santos bring Chelsea.
United come at Jamaica.
Chelsea.
Santos
Cosmos.
All the black players them at England, where English band come play against the Jamaican invitation. So Santos back in the day. So if the Jamaican Football Federation can organize so much like those things, then they can make a lot of money.
Never point.
If Jamaica man they want to make some money, you see, like all the Jamaica under 17 team, they make a run and say, alright, they will play, they will pick up the best player, they will pick up an all-star team for like in a center and play and see how much money they make at that gate alone. They just charge $500 and say they might charge $500 for going.
Yep, because people are going to watch.
You see how much million they make.
People are going to watch.
So
people are going to watch, man.
You go.
Alright.
Yeah, but people watch, but when you go where people they love game. A schoolboy I'm at alone, me fly from foreign and come down, come say me I can help me see him at 1 year, 2003 of some good footballer. Coach West and this I say me I come down, come help coach you them. And when me come down, fly down, Mr. T Principal say me no want no money. Pay the coach. Me just I can help him because me just want to help me youth here. And when me look and see, I get a loan. Then time the match I collect $50. And he get a loan. We have made 200,000-300,000. I get a loan. Schoolboy match.
Alright. Because a match was there at Clarendon. I think it was Edwin versus Clarendon College. And the match I played on a Foga. I tell you say from Mapen Town to Foga High School at 7 minutes. About 5 minutes drive. I reach a Mapen Town 1 o'clock and a 3 o'clock match and a 2:55 walk in a place. The place ram. Traffic block up the whole of Clarendon. The whole of Clarendon block up.
If you can draw them crowd with the national program, you can make a lot of money, and that will help the club. So alright, say when all teams, certain team in the Premier League, then I look to JFF for a dollar because you have 5 different sponsors. Back in the days, Black Star have 5 different sponsors, sometimes 3 different bus. I turn up for them and them, if you care them and them, 3 different because 5 different business. Island here sponsor different business. When me I coach you them all the business people them back in the days, me I tell you, you used to come up and a phone them. You used to when you want last food for the youth them. When you them I go home, sometimes you have to give them youth them food. If you can't go there, like say it don't make sense to leave if food then leave there, and over food too because the month why I tell you say these is things when I say they like to see happen. So when me some club has struggle, it surprised me.
Yeah, but some of the reasons some of the clubs have struggle still is boil right down to support. Boil right down to support. But anyways now Sir Lovelace, thanks for calling here and sharing your views,
Yeah.
Massive respect, man. Massive respect.
So, it don't make sense on me on a ball, so no want the club them to cut down and anything there. cut down another thing or solve the problem. Cutting the problem now, you just say right thing, cutting the team from it here, not go solve the problem.
Solving the problem, we need to get more fans on board. Fans are going to turn out to more sponsorship are coming in. Because, as I said, alright, Mr. Lovers, may I come off my phone now, yeah? Alright, thanks for calling, yeah? As I say, people, we all want the thing to be bossy. We want everything to look good. But we have to remember, say, if we cut it down to 10, we still have to complain and say, boy, the money still can't share. Then we go want to cut it down to 8. We complain say money can't share. And then guess what I do? Cut it down to what? To about 4 teams, right?
5.
Wow, we're going to cut it down to 5. And we're going to say, boy, the elite of the elite alone can participate. Because
and that's still not good because, remember say, they've done a bit of Kasafa of all of the good team, them, and it's like you're style, you get Kasafa all the power, you're style for everybody else. That cannot be good. Kasafa have at least 6 or 7 teams. Moby have 2.
No, but the problem is, this is how I look for, right? Come in, all right. So a team from out of Mobile, right? A club from out of Mobile. That is the only club representing Mobile on a wider scale. You think there could be a combined effort, support to support the club there?
Well, from everybody in Mobile, no.
Yeah.
Because remember Mobile football, Western football, competitive, bro.
I agree, say competitive. And maybe have a tribalism with the two, they're not going to support no else.
Yeah.
Except for that particular.
They must say, Siba, Wadada, aka MBU, and Wadada, the big team, them don't Mobile, and they have Reno around here, saying, I have team like Burn Savannah around here, down West, where the big team, them down there, and you have Falmouth United, where the Mali, them only with the big waka money too. So
Falmouth have money for real.
So down the competitive, so me can't see that it come like up here. You feel like man where aligned to what I was gonna support on it.
No, mad.
Remember, you know how we side on my side in our league already. 1 TG. You feel like you're gonna support over so?
Sense that people are afraid to leave their house. What you mean by it? I don't understand that.
That rhetoric is stupid.
I don't understand that. That make no sense to me.
That make
sense. Me can't tell you. Watch Monday Night Football. Zozo. No man. No, we are talking about sense. We are talking about man. Watch Monday Night Football, man. Where think smart people come from? I think I don't have jungle alone and come from.
Buna. You want to hear something funny? That come in and not make no sense. That come in, they come like the league. It not make no sense, not dollars.
Well, funny enough, yeah. It come in really.
It make no sense.
Yeah, you know, really add no value. Sense. Sense in here, no sense.
None.
Me not go say that.
Joke.
Hey, Portmore Gravity said JPL can be marketable, can be a marketable lead. We have the talent. We need better leaders. That's not greedy.
That I think
greedy everywhere.
We have a good we have a good leader and he not look like him greedy. To be honest.
Sense I said Zozo. No man. You're not worried about that sense, man. Listen, Gravity, right? Greedy everywhere. I do think though that the clubs them also have a responsibility to see how best they can market themselves as a club, how them represent a particular brand, and how them bring across it. So let me show you this now. This is one way I know a club can improve the marketability and improve them presence. So me I work for Portmore United, right? And me there Portmore United, I say, how me I think to myself, how me can improve the product Portmore United. And if me want a sponsor, how me can get a sponsor on board. So me go to boom now. So me say me go link all 876 Water. So me contact 876 Water. Say we want to know on board, we wish to have you guys on board. At present moment we are looking some sponsors, but this is the situation, such and such. So we say 876 said Water said, what can you guys do for us so you can improve our product? Not improve it, the quality of the product, but improve the reach of our product, which is the important aspect. And Portmore United said, Iwagwan. Our Instagram page have over 20,000 personnel, right? On a day-to-day basis, we generate up to 40,000 viewers on our Instagram. On our YouTube, we'll post publicly on a regular basis. We generate on a daily basis 20,000 views as well. So 876 I go look on that and say on a daily basis, them can get up to, if the product is being advertised on these platforms, they can get up to 50,000 eyes, people, I'll see them product on a day-to-day basis. Not just a one-time event. Sen said, why would invest if there's no crowd? That is the reason I'm telling you now, sir. You want the eyes to see the product.
Brother.
You want the eyes to see the product because the more persons are seeing your product, is the more likely they're gonna find a level of interest in it. Let me tell you this. For example, why you think over years, I can't get now. Alright, manners. Why you think over years every time they say them tell us pray before you go to bed, pray before you go to bed, pray before you go to bed. So even when you get old, you pray before you go to bed because it become innate to you. You do it on a regular basis. So just the same as if you want a credit, the first type of credit come to your mind. First type of credit come to your mind is a digital credit. Why? Because they see it more than anything else.
It's a bigger, better
type of chip you want to buy. You see it over consistently. Even if you don't know the product or the offer, but you see it on a regular basis. So, if you want your product to improve, more people have to see it on a consistent basis. So them said, oh, remember some see this product at that particular place. Look on it now. Grace don't have the best product in Jamaica. Let me tell you that. They don't have the best product in Jamaica. But they did so well in their marketing strategy. The first product that you want is Grace. They have been so well in the advertising aspect. The first product they want is Grace because what? It look like it's credible. The Grace look like it's credible because everybody a buy it. You see it everywhere. So it come like a that you want. Let me get the Grace one. Even though it might not be the best product. But guess what?
Me not cut you. Bro. Watch this. All the league have Grace or Alaska as a main. Remember that two big deal in a Jamaican private sector and owner of them as part of the league sponsorship.
Who?
But them Grace or Alaska. Remember Grace and Alaska sponsor high school something, you know? High school. Granted, one of tracks, I can't understand that. But they must sponsor freaking
but
Schoolboy football.
Remember this now.
Schoolboy football can galvanize more sponsorship than a big man combination where technically bigger than.
Alright, look on this now. Let me show you this. JC.
Crazy.
Let me give JC an example. JC have players I play for them team from all walks of the Caribbean. You know that though?
No, I never know that.
When JC have a jersey sell. Right now, me can tell us that you can find JC jersey in a St. Kitts and these places where the players them will come from there. You know who are going to buy the jersey? The mother are going to buy the jersey. If you can get 10 more persons to purchase your product, that is, if each and every product costs $5,000, you get 10 more persons on a different country to purchase a product. That's a $50,000 plus when you never knew you could have access. You have no clue of access in it. Guess what? You have 5 players who play for your team. And each of them players there have a family member. And the family member make them order their jersey, and the jersey reach over there.
Right.
And this is what happened now. The jersey reach over there. When them are wear it, guess who else are going to see it? Other people are going to see it and say, oh, that look nice, you know. If it's a quality jersey, oh, that look nice, you know. Gain other people interest. And that is how 1 and 2 persons are coming. That the person are coming. That the person are coming. And it moved from 10 person a purchase to for 1 year, 50 person purchase. Next season, they have some different type of jersey, 50 person purchase. Because then sure the 50 they don't catch already. Guess what now? 10 more somebody see it. 20 more somebody see it. And so it keep on rippling until it become a bigger product, a bigger brand. And that set of Monday consistently are coming. So that is how marketing coming. That is how you sell a product.
You want to hear something funny? Watch this. You have a baller from down at Jamaica, Zin. That the man, I think he's the highest goal scorer down there, and him the highest appearance holder. See? So him play at Trinidad, and I'm also in like region. You see me I say, but him have him wife over Scotland, and she work on the pipeline over there. So him say, alright, him done ball, him a move over there. See? The man say, alright, you don't know once I love a ball, and you go see ball, you say, I'm gonna kick some ball.
Some idle ball game.
Yeah, and then a club from a lower league club, what east of Highlands or something like that. The division the club play, about 5th or 6th division that in a borough. See? The man had the leading goal scorer for the league, for the club. The man has shut up over there. Remember say this league no come on TV, they're not all in my father. That nobody not see it in a marketable, not all in that they call bush league, you know, brother. See? I want to tell you this right now. The club they have generate money off of fit-in jersey sales alone down at Dominica. This will feed them revenue come from alone. The man have a ship off a box, at least 3 box, got Dominica every month.
Good day, Mr. Wallace. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
You have got to recognize in the background here?
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man.
Watching the program.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to you guys, and you guys really touch on a good selling topic. You know, and that is to basically get these players from the Caribbean and basically have companies from out of the Caribbean sponsor the league through these players. That's a genius idea, seriously.
Bro, not take a rocket scientist, you know. You really not take a rocket scientist.
But it's a genius idea. I don't know if it's too simple to make it happen. I'm not sure. But I believe it's a brilliant idea.
It's what people don't realize. And I've seen it, you know. I'm in New York. Jamaica is the Mecca of the Caribbean. Okay? People need to understand that. The other islands look to us for music, culture, sports. Look at it. They all want to come to Jamaica to basically make it now. When they make it in Jamaica, they make it throughout the Caribbean. And that's their next step to go international. You know what I mean? So that idea that was suggested, that is how it should be looked at. You know, when you get these players from these Caribbean countries, they want to come to Jamaica to make it, to take a next step forward. We are the Mecca, you know? We are the Mecca. And we have to use our name, our brand to basically market our product. And, you know, let me just touch on something else too. Basically, I was listening to the other caller and I was listening to you, and you guys were basically saying that schoolboy football basically carry more, you call it now, more promotion, right? More support than JPL.
Yeah, that's a lot of companies jump on it. As soon as Schoolboy Football Commission come around, a lot of companies are gonna come.
Because you even made the point that Grace is a multinational corporation, and they do not support JPL. That's a disgrace.
Exactly.
That's a disgrace, and that tells you basically the problem with the JPL right there. You know what I'm saying? How can a multinational company like Grace, you go to New York and use Grace brands, not support JPL? Grace is all over the Caribbean. I mean, this is crazy, but they support schoolboy football. You know, but that is to say though, how schoolboy football is ingrained in our culture, and it's something that we cannot separate from. So basically what we have to do is basically find how both of them can complement each other to basically get the most right.
Coexist and be effective and efficient.
No,
exactly. You know, because I keep telling people, you know, schoolboy football not going nowhere.
Nowhere at
It's
all.
not going nowhere. As much as people love talk about academies and this much, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me, man. Schoolboy football not going nowhere.
All right, Mr. Wallace.
So we need to develop football within our own culture reality. Schoolboy football is a part of it.
Mr. Wallace.
Yeah, sorry.
Me tell some people are certain things, you know, that first of all, them understand that there's a lot of academies in Jamaica. A lot of academies. But what they don't
academies
understand.
are independent, bro. They're not aligned to these academies are independent. They're not aligned to a club, a serious club.
No, let me tell you why they're not. Let me tell you why these academies are not aligned to a club. A lot of people don't understand this, right? These clubs, if they cannot or they can barely finance their first team, how is it that they are going to be able to finance an academy? If enough money is not being generated to finance their first team, day-to-day operations, how will they finance an academy, which is going to take a lot more money than the first team? People don't know that is where the academies, that is where a bulk of the money. If you check out the clubs, them, if enough a player take away player wages, put aside player wages. If you take away the first team player wages out of the clubs, most of the rest of the money going to operations and the academies, because they're catering to kids from the age of 10, and sometimes 8 go up to 18. That is the level, and that is each level them have roughly 30, 40 kids. So for the academies, they're catering for roughly 700, even more, 600 or 500, 600 kids from the academy level come right up. Just saying, from the academy level come right up, cater to that amount. Because consistently in and out, players in and out. Then now for the first team, the only reason why the first team costs so much money is because player wages. But other than that, most other things that players then take care of themselves. Players are by their own a booth. Players are their own a players now depend on clubs to provide them something there. Because they want their own comfort. So for the academies, gears, equipment, this, training, that, rated every single thing for the clubs will be taken care of. And for the academies, we will be taken care out of the clubs. Finances, more likely than profits. So the academy is drained. So incorporate an academy. Let me say the richer, even Mount Pleasant have the academy. Mount Pleasant can afford to have the academy, but we can tell us it is very strenuous on them. It is very, very strenuous on them. A lot of people don't know. Having the academy is vastly different from running an academy. Because remember, the academy is also, you have to incorporate school as well. So you have a PA teacher to come in and teach you them, because an academy is a lifestyle. An academy is a lifestyle. Many academies out there will have a kids them and not educate them, you know. Then just have the kids them, then not educate them. And when football don't work out for them, then just go and write down. Because they say them have the academy, but they not educate them. Football alone.
Hola. You see with academies in Europe, their school curriculum is tailored around them.
Exactly. So yes, that is what. No, but we don't have that facility. We don't have that type of facility.
We can't. No, when we say tailored around, we can watch this. Say you have English 8 o'clock. The in school costs 7 o'clock. You have English 8, first class.
All right, Burp, listen to this first of all. Those academies, the players live at the academies. So they can do. Listen, Burp. If you have 100 players at the under 17 level, they are allocated over the under 17 section, where they have their own building, they have their training facility, they have them teachers over there, so they have them classroom over there, so they have them eating facilities over there, so they have every single thing at that level over there, so. So listen to this now. In a Jamaica, where you think, other than Mount Pleasant, because they have that level of money, where the academy students them live and go to school on the same academy, then train the same place, then eat the same place. Everywhere else, players live at this them parents here and come train, go to school, some of them go to school, and then come back and train. Money.
Them bro. Never counter argument. Alright, go on, Chumela.
Go on, Mr. Wallace.
Yeah, let me just make this point, and then I'll leave and watch your program. Mm-hmm. I agree with everything that you're saying, and that's why I keep telling people when I'm talking about academy, they need to really know speak of the structure of what you're talking about. Educated, sleeping, health, nutrition.
Doctor
that is an academy. Right, that is an academy. You know what I'm saying? The only club that can finance that is Mount Pleasant. Simple as that. Everybody have to work within our culture, which is what they have to use the Schoolboy system as a feeder system. And what you find is that most of these JPL coaches or assistant coaches are linked to where? Schools.
Most of them are teacher.
Right. So we need to get realistic and deal with our own cultural reality. We are not a rich country.
Our first record.
We are a struggling country trying to make the most out of our resources.
And be effective with it.
Right. So, the bigger heads, meaning the GFF and ISA, need to come together and say, listen, we have to find out how we can make this our cultural program work the best for us. I have ideas. You have ideas. Everybody have ideas. But back to Mr. Burke's point that he came up with, I don't know if it's you or him, about basically getting these overseas Caribbean players into JA and have
introduce it, man.
Right, and have these multinational companies from those territories sponsor them. Basically, they're sponsoring the league. That's an excellent way to develop our program, because what you're going to have is, like what you said, more overseas viewers, not just from the Caribbean, but overseas, because people from overseas are going to want to know what is going on here.
All right.
Why everybody around come,
I'm telling you. Anyway, gentlemen.
Okay.
Let me run, man. Nice program, man. MG, don't think I'm not watching, man. I'm watching you. Believe me.
Bless up, Mr. Wallace, man. Take care of yourself.
All right, cool.
All right.
Take care.
All right. So let me share something. When the tier 2 commission go on, right? JFF never have no specific nobody specific that cover the tier 2 commission. Somebody said viewership, reviewership, coverage, televise it. So that's what I did. I started to televise the competition. And at the end of the competition, remember now, this is a competition where nobody did that see. Nobody at all never did see competition.
Nobody.
So at the start of the competition, this is what I did. Start video the games them with true juice and thing. But when me add up the amount of viewership what the entirety of the competition get from the beginning when we start view it. I mean, even if I should add in the likes when we get on the Instagram posts that we make, even if I should add it, I accumulated for the tier 2 roughly in the region of 350,000 viewership for the tier 2 competition. Roughly in that region, 350,000. For the final, I think the final alone generate roughly, I think about 30,000 views. The final generate 30,000 views. The final generate, which is saying that is the amount of person who want to see it. That is the amount of persons who want to see it. You see, one time, on the day when time the match is start, me set the finals. The finals are too much play on the finals there. When we set the match start, I arrive a bit late, so I started for 2:30. Match start 3 o'clock, and I never start the stream until 2:45. People from Cayman, people from America, from Florida, New York, people from Germany, people from England, people from Canada, I call and say, how come this stream not start yet?
I want to tell that me that cause say bro. Remember say the time we would have a lull in the big team football, so
exactly, everybody hungry feet. So that is so what me I say no, Burb. That means that people want to see it. People want to see it. You know, me say all if a little two little pitney a kickball, people want to see it.
Bro, them go with that competition there. You know why me say so? That competition shall run earlier. You know why? Watch this. You see, when King the final, JPL final play with you, that the final should have played before JPL final.
As the opener, curtain opener.
You know, so Upper Sabina did the Ram, bro. Hold on, bro. The Friday before final.
No, you know, so that's a good point. No, but remember, say the JPL never start yet.
No, me know, man. Well,
But as me I said, for the trophy, if you play for the trophy, it'll be a good curtain opener for the JPL.
Well, I know, bro, watch this now. Because so books, cause anybody know me, knows a sound me play. You see me, I say, me I got one bookie, me jump in one cab out half a tree. So me I go run a New Kingston side. You see? So me sit down in a cab and me stay so books, you know. Me hear two youth, I say, yo, when I do tomorrow, yo, we go for a match in the dark, I'm here, my boy, they are playing in the dark, I'm on a jersey, bro. I feel look me and say, wait, what my match about the league? I join in, but I don't know the brother then, so I not enough up. You see me and say, bro? And the man in my talk about it, I say, yo, my boy, they are playing a dog. Cause up on last week, man. Yo, the man them so invested in the cab till the driver get in. Yo, brother, I want you. Yo, I treat them. Me I say, yo, and I say, league up one. So I said, I say this, bro. See, like tier 2 final for play as a curtain raiser for the JPL, or if it run side and side the JPL, it would be the for them final to play before the JPL final.
Yeah,
like
trophy. Even though the Chapelton Maroon Falkland, that would be a good commitment, and a lot of people turn out to watch that match, you know.
Brother, look for brother. One night me and Fresh reads about the match. We are watching match and we are reading. Bro, Falkland play some ball on the junglist them.
Achoo. Yeah, man.
If the junglist them ever sleep, them slide.
Achoo. Me say me I watch match and me say blows and skirt. If Falkland never a finisher.
Me say them a drop some ball. So it goes back around. I feed them first that match this.
And then look so.
Them are gonna get more money than that because them perform if they can hold the junglist them. They can as a little side they can perform, and man for run a Zimbabwe season and say, oh my God, I like this team. They play good. They just don't have a forward. I'm a forward. I want to go there. You see me? I say, bro. And watch this now. Them have one next problem, bro. The league boils down to viewership. Remember, just Eastern Caribbean and Rona, British Virgin Island and run and them part there alone, see the league, you know, bro. You know what we need to do? We have Central America and top the market. Digital have networks over in Central America. You have a sports network named Tigo. It's sponsored the side of Bembogan. Them reaches from about Mexico go straight down to Argentina. If we can get our product on this sports station, you would attract eyes. You know how much man they over them Latin America place they will want to play ball and can't get enough for them academy.
True.
And them country they have more resources than us. So them say.
But look on it. If that is, you know, a lot of people understand. They feel like say, every single league across the world have the academy, and every league have the academy.
No, but
some first world country league, some league.
No, bro. All brother, even teams down in Australia have academies. You see, every decent to good football nation.
Yeah, who have the finances?
No, watch this now. Team, you have some place where we have less finance than we have. Bolivia have academy systems and them dirt poor. They're dirt poor, bro.
Yeah, but Jamaica have academies, but not aligned with the clubs. That's what's the thing.
Hold on, bro. Watch this now, bro. Me hear Ella say something and say, yo, Schoolboy, we have to tailor it to our needs as well. Alright, watch this. Me hear one artist when named Dan Andre, when he was younger days, he used to play for Chelsea academies. So him say, I don't know what truth is. The man said when he was at the Chelsea Academy, he went to him and all his teammates went to the same school, went to the same college. Meaning, say the junglist them have an academy set up. See? So you know, say for them play them go Charlie Smith. But the elite ones them don't play for Charlie Smith. They play for the club. So all the serious ball of them go play for the club.
Yeah, but like Adapa school, something like that.
It's like no, not Adapa. Remember, I said them can't join, you know. Them. You see me and say, bro. So if you go play for Charles Smith, you have to play for Jungle.
If you're a bad baller.
if you're good like that, it's just what it is. So it's like you have your academy, so you have to school them there, and you have to have people can help for house them. Like upon Cuba Mitchell where Simon interview. Cuba Mitchell has stay with people, stay with him family there. Up way up Sutherland and Birmingham him come from. Sutherland then way up Newcastle. The people must stay with up there.
Mm-hmm.
And the club will give them a thing. So we can tailor it to our little something what we have a go on here, so.
Alright, so look on this, right? So we have above. So we'll use Aberview as an example, right? Now Aberview have 15 players. Aberview have 20 players in the under 17, 20 players in let me see down under 17,
under 15.
Alright, I'm put it under 21, 20 players in the under 21. Let me use my calculator. I'm not bright enough, man. Black and slow, you know. Like just leave. 20 players in under 21, right? 20 players. Under 18.
Under 17.
Under 17, 20 players as well.
That are 40.
Under 15.
That are
20 players, right? Good. So that are 60 players.
And under 13 it'll be 100, under 10 it'll be 120, and under
yeah, because they don't really use them players often. So may I use the one them where more than likely them have close connection with and associate themselves with. Look at this one, right? Out of the 60 players there, 40 of those players live far.
Mm-hmm.
40 of them live far. And them go school far. 40 of them live above you talk about now. 40 of them live outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to school outside of town, a country school and go. But them have 20 out of the lot. So let me show the 20 shirt now. So them have, for the under 20, 7 players. For the under 17, 9 players that are 16, and 4 for the under 20 will live inside a town where they can facilitate for. So that's just 20 players they can facilitate in a town. Now, may I ask you a question? How would you compromise for the other 40 to be a part of the club, can come at training, factor in schoolwork every day, no? Factor in schoolwork, even if it's a 2 times, 3 times a week, factor in schoolwork and participate in a club activity. How do you think that can happen?
Alright, I'm going to show you something. You know, so Lamar Walker, Portmore Lamar Walker come from.
Mm-hmm.
Which school Lamar Walker used to go?
Clarendon.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be done. So watch this now. See?
Mm-hmm. You
have 2 you can do it. You can have them directly closer to the club, or you can have a satellite setup where.
Hold on. But you use one example, you know. One example.
Hold on, bro.
What if Portmore United did have what if Clarendon College did have 40 players? Can remember, you know, so most of these schools have them dorm.
No, hold on, bro. Me show it. Me show you 2 ways.
But who the expense upon?
Hold on, bro.
Alright, go on.
You gotta have a satellite setup. Whereas, alright, if you want, alright, you gotta bring this player come at training, say 3 times for the week. I see the rest of the week.
Mm-hmm.
You have the coach up a film school, up a country run on one part. It's back of Jesus. Him gear the info of everything, the statistics, everything, are relay back to the parent club.
Mm-hmm.
From this, alright, watch this now. You want him closer.
So basically, okay, alright, man, you answer. Yeah.
So now,
so what if he's not a coach up the side there? What more do? Find
obviously, no, obviously, he's playing at schoolboy football.
Mm-hmm.
See? So you have to go so boops now, you know. Have them a money time, you know. So you bring, so every info them get from him,
mm-hmm.
they can go back to the club. Watch this now. Say the man wicked, I'm a go and good that you want to bring come at town. Cause you watch him and say, boy, you're bad. Watch this now. You must have somebody in the community who support the club directly and say, yo, you gotta give a thing every month for house the player and cover him in cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
See him?
So who are going to the club?
Yeah, watch
all
this
right,
now.
so hold on. So that's a 1 player, right?
Hold on, bro. Watch this now.
No, hold on, man. No,
This is bro.
This is what I do now. More adding in numbers tonight. Now, the reason I'm adding numbers tonight because we think about feasibility, how we can make it happen. This is what we are doing right now. I fix what I fix the problem, or how what I look on it, how the problem can be fixed. So refeasibility. So that's a one player, and we can. So we're gonna give somebody we say you give a thing for house the player.
Let's say Clyde Jardine, him take on the player. Because him a die at above you. See?
One player, right?
Yeah, just for argument's sake. So Boops now. So you have a factor in him schooling. You have DQ right there, sir. You have if him
which part the player live? Tell me where player live.
Say player live for St. Anne's.
And you hold him in a town.
Yeah, you have DQ there, sir.
Well, I know. How much you think it will cost to hold the player?
Can't ask me, brother.
Right. so me could put it now. Cause I'm a hold the player now. So the player parents still are sending him lunch money. So we take that out tight. So we just factor in PFE which by must stay and traveling expense. So we just use 120,000. So just use 120,000 for a month. That makes sense? I use that for a month.
No,
so
but if remember the Clyde Jardine, I would have been somebody for the well then the true call housing that come under light and water and
I mean you have it me just use you have it because if you ball decide they want to play FIFA all night
and having people in place you got to go
and go washing clothes go washing clothes them regular because man keep himself hygiene more beard all in 3 hours in a shower you don't know a little youth he might take him long cold shower.
John would start.
I want to run. So, so me use an average value of 20,000. Right? That have one player. One player. No. But remember saying now, a 60 player would say, we have only 20. A 20 alone was in a town. And us one at 20,000. So what got times the 20? Times 20,000. Well, that can't write. 20,000 times. No man, me not do it wrong, man. 20 players, right? And 20,000 per players. So 20 times 20,000. Yeah. Foolishness me do a while ago. So for 1 month, for all the 20 players, for 1 month, 400,000. Could time that by 12. 4.8 million for all 20 players. Also 20 players. 4.8 million for all 20 players for 1 year. So I could add in direct training. I could add in the coaching fee now. For pay a coach now. For 1 year, so you average you give coach 100,000 a month. We're gonna coach all of them. So 100,000 a month. So that's a 1.2 plus 1.2 plus 1.2. That's a for 1 year. So that's a 100,000 we give them. So that's a 6 million for 1 year now. I remember saying, I can't even what about no people. Now, gears and equipment now. This is where money come in. Gears and equipment. Say for a year, them spend roughly 700,000 upon the players, them gears, equipment.
They're not gonna spend that, brother. Remember said these teams are sponsors, so we give them.
But remember saying alright, so sponsors, alright. So get sponsors involved. Sponsors are part of the program.
So take out that.
So we put that out there. So now if you run one academy, an average of 20,000 per player, which is way more than that. Because I use average of 20,000 per player. For 1 year, and I one coach alone, me use one general coach. Me never said defensive coach. Me never said attacking
goalkeeper
coach. Goalkeeper coach. Me never say one
assistant.
Exactly. Me never say one general coach who I make 100,000 a month. Which most of the coach make more than that. That's probably at the assistant level.
I need to go in a coaching. I love music.
So 6 million it all costs one club for 1 year to run the academy. And I just 20 players to account for. So if we say 20 times the 20, say 60 times 20,000 now, which is all 8 players them in the academy. If you are going to host them for 1 month at 1.2 million.
But bro, remember
14.4 million. Me Papa Dread. Club don't have that.
As far as we know.
As far as what we know. 14 million a year? Enough that. But you want people, we have to run go and look on the match about play for weekend. Have you ever look on the match about play for weekend, people?
Yo, before you're going further, bro. Like me ask everybody this. I'm not planning to get nobody from TG on the show. Me have questions, complaints and concerns in the car.
A TG club, no?
Brother, fresh no my strips. Fresh no my strips.
Yo, God, me go so me can't. Me go say me can reach out to the admin, but me never get a reply. Let me say me get reply.
Oh God.
Let me say me get reply.
Oh God.
But me not see reply.
Reply them. I feel it, bro.
Let me see me get reply. No, sir. And this is from August, the 29th of August. First time I messaged Jem was the 18th of August. That's the same time when they tell me. And the 25th of August and 29th of August. Let me say, probably now can't show up on the camera. Now go show up on the camera. I'll know when get a reply from them. I'll know when I get a reply from them. But them do. Them something they know. Them set up back. What if say no them kinda
I see it, man.
Yeah, man, and restructure them grow now sitting. So that's a positive. That's a positive. All right. All right, so I could run through now the match I'm have. First match up, well, probably the match I'm go to, you know. I probably got the match, I know. Depends on the weekend, see for me, bro. Probably the match I'm go. So Christ said, all I know is that if we come in to play football like we do, don't matter the academy or no academy, we can't reach no. Or if we continue to play football like we do, but so Christ, if we not try to change, if you don't try to change the smaller things them, or you feel like say it'll get better up on the pitch, smaller things they make things better, you know. Just the smaller details. So we have down by Westport Park, we have Falkland versus Veer at 1
Falkland for my money. Falkland for my money.
Based off how them a play?
Yeah.
Veer bringing on a new ball, you know?
They could have bring in all Buddha and Selassie. Falkland for my money.
It's a based off how you see one night, yeah?
Yeah, man, Falkland for my money.
Where you say the score line?
No, they're not a goal scorer right now, so.
That's what I tell you, Veer bringing a goal scorer, Jason Dyer.
Alright, I still give it to Falkland. One love. Bob Marley.
Bob Marley? Me I say 1-1 draw.
Can't see that.
You
can't see that. You
I'll draw 1-1 draw.
You never bother ask me what the next game I go. You know
next matchup we have Mobile versus Tivoli. Give me a scoreline for that.
3-love, 1 TG.
Yeah. For the one I think me I go Tivoli as well. I'm Mobile to play still, I'm Mobile home crowd, you know. I'm Mobile play good up at Westport.
So
yeah, them play good at Westport.
Them could have played good in a burner bow. 3-love.
Me I go say TG 1-0.
Me tell Brian this last week, you know, over Manning's one said them are gonna lose, you know. I never believe it on me. I see that. All who can hear must they gonna feel.
Right.
That match, Jaja.
Yeah, but then another jungle to play.
No, up JC.
January.
That match this, you know.
What? I forgot to say Zozo. I think they said Zozo. I see it an emergency. Or them try pull the crowd up the side of town. Maybe them try pull the crowd.
Them make it more diverse. Opposed to just make it just be round
a jungle. One of the markets it turn out. I wonder if it turn out how did they?
The jungle is them not play. Them we go anyway.
So them go.
Yeah, man, them go, man. So, Riley say Sunday or Monday NBA. Sunday.
Sunday match.
Cavalier versus Mullines.
Alright. Last matchup, Mr. Cavaliers versus Watos. Cavaliers with a pepper Watos. Unfortunately, Watos just hit it back on it once and a done the game done.
Yeah, man.
Done the game done. Cavaliers versus Mullines. What do you think about that?
Cavaliers 2-love.
2-love? Those on skirt. Remember say Mullines bring Nicholas Nelson come back from Mullines, you know?
Him could have leave, come back and gone again. Cavaliers still a give them two love. You can't see. Me can't see that.
Ooh. I think that one I got as simple as I would think, you know.
Trust
I
me,
think
bro.
the one I got to be as simple as I would think. Alright, Roy Levy say inside in living a mobile but inside a water house. Do you know? Mobile man if you hear you.
It's all like funny guna.
Yeah.
And then said the league now no fans. I watch there.
Man live we are mobile and
We are
support a
mobile.
town team.
Look on Travis. Travis live a we are Westmoreland on it inside.
On the time side. Pesai?
Yeah.
Me I go say Fresh God, me I go with Fresh God prediction. I'm sure Fresh God put in me I run with him prediction. 2-1. I got 2-1 Cavaliers. I got 2-1 Cavaliers.
Me can't answer the second goal. The Mullins goal I come from.
No, me I tell them Aldridge, Kuku. No man, them have players can score, man. Them have goal scorers. Next matchup we have Albertview versus Bounty Killer. What a match!
Dun, dun,
Jaja.
dun.
What a match, man!
Hot match. Yeah.
What a
Hey.
match!
What a match indeed. Hey, one thing me go watch a match before me eat my Sunday dinner last week in a Waterhouse Cavalier match me I eat my Sunday dinner and the itis hold me. I just fast sleeping at the second half. Me have to watch a match. Not fresh hot match this you know. We can't call this junglist. Let me say junglist have something to prove from last week, you know. Cause them a say look how they make liquor side hold them out, you know. Them not playing a good ball, none at all, you know.
Yo, the match. Yo, me can't predict the match. The match I hard to predict. You know, me I tell you the truth. The match a big match. I swear. The match are hot. Roy Levy said everybody know me and Moby straight Waterhouse. When Moby beat me 1-0, it's like me alone. I make nice run. You get beaten, man. You never they get beaten. Fresh God said Millal Arborview and on it. No, sir, me can't see that. Balda said best up military. What's the word for Chapelton team? Think them a go play, man. I think them a go play, man. Hey, where's the for the match? Burp gone.
Hey, where's the go?
Where's the for the match?
Which one?
Arborview on it, man.
Can't call that one, bro. Can't call.
No, man. You have to drop a prediction, man.
Yo, every day I come like you want to give me greed and stress me out with this.
Yeah, man. Drop a prediction, man.
Can't call it, bro. Honestly, junglers have something to prove.
I shouldn't him.
Arborview themselves have something to prove to. Can't call it, bro. Honestly. You gotta give me an idea right now.
Well, me I check it stats. Me see last time I told them meet.
So we're gonna get like Wednesday night football again?
No, man. I heard so much and did them, man. Me soon bring them up.
Channel star. I want some Wednesday night ball team, you know that. Sunday and Saturday, Sunday and Monday alone can't cut it during the week.
I'm looking at it.
Thirsty feet.
Me look on the head to head between the two teams them match. You never show me nothing. Inside. I think I'll this close to. Close or fret.
Bro, the top team them, what do you expect?
Alright, so last time they meet each other. A draw. A draw.
Artists them, man.
I just on it they didn't beat them one time when I time them that's from last year. Think of March. 3-0 on it beat Arborview, but the rest of the match I'm be a draw. And the Arborview winning at the quarterfinals. So be a draw then draw, bro.
Bro, me I tell you, bro. Me can't call this, bro. I swear. The farmer bar last week game, the farmer were on it the point. Crazy. The farm where Arborview catch. Crazy just as well.
Me I say 2-2.
Can't call it.
Me I say 2-2. Yeah. Goal or score in that match. Me I say 2-2.
There's one from Parker Blacks.
Parker.
Fabian Reed, man.
Yeah, man, me know,
Parker
man.
Blacks.
In the pan good farm still, but he not score what there. Miss one whole heap what there, you know.
Hey, yo, the man fret me. Me seriously, man, tap it in.
Brother, me sit down right beside the camera, take a picture and he miss it.
Yo, me think a Guna play. The man keep the ball for throw.
I think I'm me a strike.
Brother, number 9 left foot you have, man. See, man, kick a shot off a gotcha and I throw him and kick the ball for a joke thing.
Yeah.
One them say a Guna rush, I wear ball on the internet.
And who?
Rush.
So about that shit, my kick all heap too. Hey, alright, me a look on this, me I go say 2-2. Where goal am I come from? Me think something I go score. Captain.
Who me?
No man, captain will score. I'm a captain, man. Bad ball, man. Flat up here. Gotcha. Parker Blacks. What me can say? Thing there.
Where's the thing? You think
above you? Kumi I go find back in net. I think Kumi I go find back in net. And Staple. Kumi and Staple. 2-2. That me I predict.
Yeah, alright, you know why I can't call it?
Mm-hmm.
You see them two teams I played 2 mobile teams last week.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 mobile teams them drop some ball on them.
True.
I all them out. So I can't say and I can't even say where the goal come from because a 2 bad team and 2 of them have something to prove. Once I buck up Ian a buck up's goal above you get last week, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something can't call it. No this now.
You can't.
Oh God.
Well,
Bonus Maroons.
Yeah, so this is our next matchup. A Jackstar. This is a Sunday match as well. Dumby versus Chapelton.
Oh God.
And you know, funny enough, about 3 at Chapelton farmer ballers in the pan Dumby.
Oh God.
Alright, BSR for me here. Fresh God, BSR for me here. It look like a Dumby Malakaya go, you know. It look like a Dumby wall in Malakaya go. So at Dumby, Bibi, all look like Malakaya go there as well. But me wonder, can I say all put up something today, no? Me link my ask my what go and if I left him, I left.
I'm making a trade for Chapelton too.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. India, man. Come see a man that's having a picture yourself. Yeah, man. India, man. Look like he got training today. Then just African. Look like he might come from training a while ago.
So, me I wonder if me can go for Chapter and go train for his side. But they shot at people right now, you know. Hey, me go lucky net, you know.
You go lucky net?
Yeah, man. Right now, they have paid me 120,000.
Yeah, Fresh God. Me see, man. In not train, man. Me see them training. So, I say I got Fresh God. So, the man them play against them farmer team.
Boy,
me know this supposed to hurt Fresh God no man, cause Fresh God I chop my humble line and chop it
no. And I code. Me no business, you know. From humble good, you know, me alright, you know, no business that man.
Right. Which one may I go for? Humble line or Chapelton?
What's humble line?
Score line.
Huh?
Score line.
2-1. 2-1 for Milan. If a free kick come out there, you know, say, well, you know that go.
Mm-hmm.
That a sure bag that. But my boy step up and kick it, they know that already. I work coach Chapelton. Clovis de Oliveira, I heard. No, them say they reach Monday. That Monday, yeah.
The Monday I reach?
Yeah. Which and him
should have not go on the sideline for match then.
So when are the match? Monday gone, me talking about.
Oh, Monday. Okay, that means he don't do work then.
Yeah, man.
That means he might do work then.
But that I think he should have been there from before.
And Fresh God said, I can see where Billy All can get game in that team. Yeah, man. Them two players that look like them can get game. It not hurt me, cause me only did I give Chapelton a support because of the CC man them. Well, at Fresh God that me say you have to give whole league support then. Cause CC man ain't gone all over the league.
No, them not gonna them not there Tivoli.
Giovanni said a good move. Tier 2 he wants to start back with once Falmouth get promoted. Yeah man, when tier 2 start man. But remember saying that the tier 2 commissioner the tier 2 qualifiers are gonna start now, no. The team them are qualified for go tier 2.
Bro, you know say I kinda missed the show yesterday. All that some joke thing, you know, bro. Alright, say I gotta bring up one team from down in Westmoreland and one the two teams from town. I don't need to do, you know. You need to bring in nobody else right now, you know.
So why the score line for the match? You're not telling me score line for the match, huh?
What?
The
Chapelton?
Mm-hmm.
No, I truly love that man. I'm telling
you,
man. I'm shot of it right now.
Me I say two love.
Right now, if them dig up tough, them would have love to dig up tough if you come play for them right now.
Anybody will do it. That's one two body.
They just want 11 for run out.
Any level, no matter who out there. One of them can't get a run. Oh, me steer.
No. Put it down. No bother with it. No,
alright, next match we have Umberland versus Mount Pleasant. Umberland are play good this season. I swear them are play good. Mr. Price versus Topper.
One top.
Andrew Price versus Topper. One top. Man himself. Good matchup this.
As long as them beat Topper, me alright, alive.
It's a good matchup. What do you think about the matchup? What do you think are going to win?
Umberland.
Why is Umberland?
I'm not like Topper like that.
Hmm?
I'm not rate Topper as a coach. That's a baller yet. Coach now.
Remember saying you have other people that work with him, no man. I remember saying top of the league them there, no. Remember that, you know. You can't discredit that, you know.
By default, them take 3 points off a Chapelton by default.
No, but you know, them not be Chapelton same way. If Chapelton turn out.
You know that.
No man, them not be Chapelton.
You got a crystal ball over there, man?
Yeah. Francis, me ask that question. Francis. Chapelton now go out with nothing.
Yo,
so you expect them to be the league leaders.
Falkland never go with nothing, and then them hold my body and juggle them to a draw.
True.
Exactly.
That's a good statement. Can't go against that. That's a good statement.
Hey.
Alright, so you think how much you said Umberland beat them?
2-1.
2-1?
Yeah, at 2-1.
Me I go Mount Pleasant. I'm going with Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, Topper.
Yeah. Mount Pleasant have abundance of talent. Even on a talent alone, win match still, but they have abundance of talent in their squad, man.
Bro.
Me I go Mount Pleasant, man. Me I say Mount Pleasant 2-1. Me I give Mount Pleasant a 2-1. Fresh God said 1-1 draw.
Someone over here, but me the third in the league. This season boy done.
Yeah.
I hope you stay in a third favor and ever more. Amen.
Alright, so this is the last match we're going to cover now. Waterhouse versus Portmore United.
Firehouse for my money. Wait, they never play with you?
No?
No, we before last time play Upper Stadium East.
No, man. Where you get that from?
No, I them above you.
Where
I
you
the
get
same.
that
No, them Waterhouse and above you and then beat them 4-3.
Waterhouse get above you 4, man.
Yeah.
I think Portmore did beat Cavaliers. Cavaliers did beat Portmore 1-0. And that's them winning run come to. But at the end of the day, I said it.
Bro, you're mute.
Yeah, me realize. That the go on, man. Fresh guy said 1-1, so it's third versus first. We are third in the league. Yeah, man, but look, alright, let me read out the stats then, Fresh guy. Let me tell you why me go with Mount Pleasant. Look, these are the stats. Aberview score, Umberland score 12 goals, concede 6. Well, the defensive record is very good. Really good defensive record, that. Mount Pleasant score 23 goals, concede 7. They only concede 1 more goal. But the amount of a whole more goal that they score now. But positive for Umberland, then upon the last 2 games they play 2 wins. Mount Pleasant, then kind of a wobble. Lose one and then draw. It kind of wobble. Lot of uncertainty there, so we look on that.
Yeah,
So that's how I go.
Let's give man proper form that one. There.
Maybe because I'm at top of the table, so I have to respect that. First guys, we just need to start scoring more goals and that's man, I agree. Once in the start bag it, once in the start bag some goal, you can tell them, man. Because the defensive record very good.
Oh, nice, a good team to play, man.
How much is the Waters are going?
Play some pretty well.
Two
love. We can say that two love.
Two love?
Yeah, we can say that two love there.
You know me, I go pour more?
Well, and if my boy they come back, I sure two love, if not a one love, the center half we play like a central.
You know, sir, Andrew Fletcher, come back, they back a Waterhouse.
Who?
Fletcher.
I get all, Really, I get all.
Andrew Fletcher name, man. The striker from Waterhouse, man. Fresh God, Andrew Fletcher name, right? The striker from Waterhouse. He did it last season before. Left gone Mount Pleasant. And now me here saying gone back at Waterhouse. Yeah, that me a year. Andre Fletcher, yeah, that me a year.
Yeah, how did that weird? Now in that weird 11 for Waterhouse, first lockdown season.
Me don't know, but in start of the season, first half I
yeah, I remember him.
I mean, he scored must about 11 goals and no, about 9 goals and no time.
I remember him.
Then he got Mount Pleasant and just gone back. Can remember now say Waterhouse Lego squeeze there, That's a Jevan James, And then gone to Portmore United.
Bro.
Jevan played a year, Mount Pleasant buy him last January. 15 in the door.
Me know who you are talking. I'm just remember the name. Just remember.
So Waterhouse get back a striker. Portmore United, Alex Marshall, Satchel.
Alex Marshall not go away nothing.
You see him? You see much?
I see the clip them pan Umbrella and something there. Fresh send me clip them.
I said nothing.
Nothing. Legs. But then again, probably it's a one bad match. That's so. What to tell? Brother, if my boy, if you to play for JC, I play for Firehouse, they can tell you it's a sure tool of that.
Yeah, Javon plays, I say. How Mount Pleasant plan for play Bygrave, Stewart, and Nicky Daly.
Them rich. That is
no,
it.
Play instead, not play.
Oh, play. Oh. We make it up as we go along.
Just put them up front, man. One pan one wing, one pan the next wing, and one down the street. Just add goals. First guys, they look like him no match fit. It could be no match fit. But me here say, in the look, you can see the talent. Despite all what he said. That me here. For this match, me I go I'm gonna play wait match. Me I go Portmore. Portmore? No.
No, you can't go Portmore because I must say down a Firehouse to play.
Yeah. Yeah. Me probably can't walk go in there. Me I go Waterhouse, man. Me I go Waterhouse. You see?
Man.
Alright, let me tell you. Despite against Cavaliers, if you can play so bad, if you can play that bad,
so good.
And still get a result. Because I remember the week before them backs up Harborview,
Backs up? That you call it?
Yeah, man, them backs up Harborview, Then they play against Cavaliers. So maybe this are the consistency where them a try build upon. So me I go Waterhouse. Me I go Waterhouse as well. Me I go Waterhouse 2-1. Me I go Waterhouse 2-1.
Man, if as I say, bro, if my boy there, the center of play for JC, we a string pass like I said, like my central, I play.
My play, man.
Hey, that you the boy them know them not put them moving for around a defense, put them in like parking. The man have some touchy them. Hey,
right, Levy said he will want to a Mount Pleasant Waterhouse final. For what? Why?
For what? Why? That no. Entertaining to you, brother?
We don't know, maybe. First guy said, one if Mount Pleasant want to send back me bad right back from last season. Yeah, I feel them baller now, man. You can't get him back. Can't get him back again. I think that covers everything. Let me see. One more match.
Yeah, play Sunday baller.
All I match that now. Me just bring up a table.
Bro, we need to have Wednesday match, brother.
Amen.
So when after Sunday and Monday, we're boring through the week. Well, at least a one TV match. I want to brother. It's so EPL do it.
Yeah,
At least
true.
one match in the middle of the week.
Because then if you keep people attached to them TV. Yeah, man. So Mount Pleasant on the top of the league, 24 points. Cavaliers 22 points. Umberline 20 points. So if Umberline win this, Ghana second. Harbourview 19 points. And I don't know what I'm going for Harbourview after they kick off the season so good. Arnett Garden 18 points. Dumble in 18 points. Waterhouse 16 points. And look how Waterhouse start off the season very, very shaky. And they start off the season bad. Portmore United 15 points. Montego Bay 15 points. Tivoli Garden 13 points. Malines 11 points. Veer 7. Falkland 3. Chapelton Maroons 2. So that concludes all of the Jamaica Premier League matchup and also the discussion the development of football in Jamaica, how we can go forward, Mr. Chris Williams' statement, also the reply of the Gensec, Mr. Dennis Strong. So we'll cover every single thing. Burp, anything you want to say before we cut off?
No, I'm good, man.
All right. Chris Jr. Coleman said, what's the news about Nikhil Daly? So if we not see him Sunday, if Sunday match play, I'm not see Nikhil Daly. Definitely.
Next week, you'll see.
Yeah, man. Questions are going to arise. Baller said when Vera's playing because they just signed one of my baller. Daya Vera plays Sunday. Sunday my play? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday my play.
So the camera gone. Watch it dead. See the time for me done. That's why. Feel like Chivante Stewart will get by at the end of the season. Yeah, man. Me think so too. And probably Collins as well. Anyways, people, my batch gone. Batch gone, people. Batch gone. Batch gone. Maybe let's drop this before we close off, people. Batch gone. I close off now, people. Maybe let's drop this. Before we get to that, just interruption, small interruption. Guys, please do remember to follow our Patreon account. The Patreon link will be in the pinned comment section. In the comment section, and also it's in the description. For the Patreon is a way to support the program, help us to grow, and also to provide more coverage for you guys. It will help with assist the channel, getting equipment, and all these factors. And on the Patreon, you're not just signing up to say you're just signing up sake. You will get behind the scenes coverage of Premier League games, coverage of any little thing, even match day vlogs from me, and also things that the other persons wouldn't see. So that's important. That's the reason for Patreons. So guys, please support our Patreons, people. It will help us to grow. We want to get some more persons on the channel. We also want to get some more persons working with me. So I that people let me bring up the members. Let me also close off by telling you guys about the members. The original Zilla, big up Jermaine Swaby, big up as well Paul Rose, David Beckham, and Feder 5. So these are our channel members, people. Definitely thank you very much for the support. Everyone who consistently tune in, everyone in the comment section, big up Burp, big up for coming on. Chris Jr. Coleman said, I appreciate the update. Hopefully it doesn't stay in Jamaica for too long. Roy Levy said, one question. This season I drop out or them and add more teams. Teams are going to go down this season, Roy Levy. Teams are going to go down. Relegation. Big up J Dice, Fresh God. Big up everybody. Baller Daz, Javon Plays. Big up everybody. Mr. Wallace. Everybody who call in. Massive respect. Steph Curry. Let me see me can run through the comment section and say who else. Sense. Big up as well. Not everybody. One. Massive respect. Hopefully you're doing good, my brother. Soul Cry. Ronaldo Codner. Big up Rolando Codner. My apologies. Who else? Roger Grant. Brian Mighton. Kaka. El Granjiro. Big up. So big up everybody who tuned in. Massive respect, people. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time. MG Sports TV, people. We are out.